He's pretty big and fit for a 15-year-old too.
He's strong in the water. He always has been. He was a real good swimmer when he was younger.
Yep.
But he's super confident. Like, I can pretty much take him out in any surf, and I don't really have to watch him now.
Yeah. Even the zone?
I haven't taken him out the zone yet. We're lining up to surf that. But we surf a lot of the waves. We've got an on-site van down Mary Beach down the south coast there near Kyola, Bawley Point and that.
Yeah.
So we do get a lot of opportunity to go surf a lot of heavy waves down there.
Oh, you got like a permanent...
permanent on-site one.
Oh, that's epic.
My wife's family's had that for about 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've just jumped into the second heat of the junior repechage, and
this is non-elimination. I'm getting that word stuck all day.
No, we're into elimination now.
Oh, it is elimination.
Yeah,
sorry.
so this is the repechage of the people who didn't make the last heat. But yeah, here we have Zaid Taylor taking off there, getting a roll. Let's see if he can push through. But yeah, Zaid Taylor in yellow, Brody Davey in red, Tom Marshall in blue, and Cooper Chippendale in white.
So we had Ryder in red, Brody Davey up there to kick off the heat. And here's an action Suns Up a replay for Cooper Chippendale as well. Yeah, speaking of and another replay here of Zaid Taylor, Sunny Coast Rider, looking for something there, and a nice roll off the top, getting a little bit hung up on the section. Thanks to Suns Upper for the replays. Now, speaking of zone, I was talking about Adam Keegan before. Did you ever surf down there with Keegan?
Keegs, yeah, he was good. He was good, hanging out with Ian Stewart and Benny Holland.
Pushing each other to the next level. Like he's famous for that front cover of Riptide.
Yep.
Here we go, Ryder in blue, Tom Marshall. Finding a section, nice roll, and scooping through the back on that one with just over 18 minutes remaining in this heat.
Yeah, a little replay. Run us through this one, Bullet.
Yeah, he's lining up. He's looking for that section. Hit it. Probably would have had his chances. He probably would have waited and done it again. But it's hard, you know. You get out there in a heat, and sometimes it's hard to get it together. Sometimes you just don't have that little flow going, and other days you just turn up and it all falls in your lap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good days. That's what keeps us coming back.
Oh, you just, you know, it does ebb and flow. You have your good heats and your bad one. Look at Stewart like yesterday, you know, he struggled to get to the final in the Island comp.
And then won it.
And then as soon as, you know, get one wave and another wave, and it was all over, wasn't it? Just get a little sniff on it.
Yeah.
The goat gets a sniff, and that's it. It's all over. See you later, boys.
Gets his momentum, gets the goat momentum happening.
That's it, yeah. It all comes back, doesn't it? Wide up and riding. Nice little roll there. Ooh, just gets caught.
We were lucky enough to... I didn't see him or meet him up on the coast, but he was up on the Sunshine Coast recently with Jake Stone for his corrective culture. Shout out to Stoney and the crew. And met the young fellas from Lids Bodyboarding as well at one of our local breaks up there. They were pretty rapt to get a photo with him and meet the goat himself. So as I am meeting you, Steve, here in the tent today, it's an absolute privilege, mate. Thanks for coming down.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is great. Fond memories of this beach D-Bar. It's a great spot for a Boogan venue, isn't it? Like this is your bread and butter right here.
Absolutely.
Like everywhere you go up and down the coast, you like use this as a little yardstick. I think when I was a Grommie when we first come.
100%. We had we talked about Victoria before, but we had Justin Kirkpatrick up from Victoria, and he was saying that Bells or Torquay, whatever, like he surfs this. I'm not going to give away too much, but he has a wave all to himself all the time, and he reckons he's a goofy drop in the air, and he just big bottom turns, just scoops in. Barrel, little snap, just cups back into the pocket, just has it all to himself all day. And another rider we've seen out here he was just free surfing on the state titles 4 weeks ago. Dane Pope is down in Melbourne as well. Another drop near, amazing drop near.
Yep.
Guys to keep an eye out for. They've been surfing really strong, winning the DKS events and also coming up for the Lindsay event occasionally. But both scoring good swells down there in Melbourne, amazing waves, and uncrowded too. I mean, definitely you get crowded waves, but there's a lot of spots down there where people won't brave the cold and the bigger swells. Once it gets a bit bigger, it seems to thin out the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of it's pretty hardcore down there this time of year. The guys, you know, you got to take your hats off the guys down there, like Tassie and stuff, surfing in winter. It is cold. It's like,
yeah,
you know, you got to be fully committed. And there's some really good waves down there too. I don't think people realise how good the waves are down there. There's still a few secret spots down there, which is good.
Yeah,
which is good. Even I've been down there, had really good beach breaks down there, down around, right down around the 12 Apostles and stuff like that.
100%.
It does get phenomenal down there. You got to remember, like, it gets bombarded with really big swells, and then when it's small down there, a small day down there might be only like, you know, like 4 or 5 foot. And then you think of like when you're at your little local beach when it's 1-2 foot and you get in perfect little banks. It's just the same thing there, but it's 4 or 5 foot, and it gets insane.
And yeah, so much energy in the swells. Like, yeah, we were talking about South Australia before, very similar there. There's a lot of spots where there'll be nobody out. You're just looking at it going, why is nobody out here? I mean, it's cold and sharky waters, but it's just so much better waves for bodyboarding.
Up and riding, Tom Marshall, trying to get a second wave here, managing to stick a roll. And, yeah, so that'll be good. Not many scoring waves gone in this heat so far.
Was that who I think it was?
But, yeah, managing to land that one, Tom Marshall. So we'll see Zay Taylor having a little look, but that one just shut down there. Yeah, 3.33 for Tom Marshall jumping into first place. Still very low-scoring heat. Up and riding in white.
We've just got one of the winners of the...
Yeah, winner of the last heat. So thanks heaps for joining us, Bullet. And,
no worries.
Yeah. Maybe see you in here again a bit later.
Yeah, I'll come pop back in later, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, unreal.
Sure.
All right.
Well, best of luck to the competitors in the repechage too. It's good that you got the opportunity to surf again. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right, cheers, boys.
Yeah, thanks, Bullet.
Thanks, Bullet. What a legend. Thanks for coming in, mate. We've just got the winner of the repechage round for the juniors, Tully Roberts, coming in.
Yeah,
thanks, man.
Tully Roberts. So, yeah, hopefully...
In the middle there. Thanks, Tully.
Bit of a lull, yeah. Chuck the headset on, Tull.
What a privilege to have Bullet in, but even bigger privilege to have Tully. We've been talking very highly of him all day. Now, you did... In the state titles, you won the juniors last...
Yeah, won the juniors, yeah.
That's what I was saying. I've been keeping an eye on him. You surfed really good. The juniors, you got some... You showed that you performed in a little bit bigger waves out there. And,
yeah.
Very well done. It was a bit tough, at least you get that second opportunity with the repechage. But now you're actually through to round 3 after winning that repechage round then. Congratulations, Tully Roberts. So I'll pass it over to Joey, but tell us a little bit more about what you've been doing in preparation.
Oh, just surfing every day. Like me and Jai try to get in the water as much as we can, when he's not running around doing the IBC, running around different countries. But we just like to push ourselves against each other, surf as much as we can, and just keep at it. Like, more time in the water, the better you get, so...
Absolutely. I do see you and Jai floating around up on the Sunshine Coast, and you guys are typical grommets. You're almost not grommets. You're borderline adults now, but, you guys are always having a ball and getting out there as much as possible, which is good to see.
Yeah.
And it shows with your surfing after winning the juniors and the Queensland state titles and just winning your heat in the round 2 of the repechage just then for the juniors. It was actually. I'll correct myself.
Yeah, nice. Focusing on anything in particular in your bodyboarding or any goals you're working toward?
Oh, the goal was to come down here and do as well as I can, obviously. And just focusing on my style and flow, really, and combos as much as I can. Like, it's just trying to be the best I can, really. Like, in and out of the water as well. Like, it's just so good having opportunities like this coming down to compete against all different guys. It's so fun. And it's good we have comps like this, so... Yeah.
It is. The Future Pros is getting so good. And we've got, was it Frederico? Have I got his name correct?
Yep, from Portugal.
From Portugal. We've got the South Australian guys coming. We've got Kyoto. Look at this one, rider in blue, Tom Marshall. Nice wave, pushing through the lip. Big explosion there. And he stuck it. That's pretty solid to get around that section and hold on to it. And rider in yellow up and riding as well here, looking for a section. Zaid Taylor, nice roll.
See if you can push through that one. Yeah, getting a bit stuck up.
Sort of stuck it. Sort of see what the judges give him for that.
Anyone back home you want to do a little shout out to?
Shout out to Inverted Bodyboarding just for all the support and all the gear. Yeah, just drop there if you can see it.
What sort of boards are you riding, Tully, at the moment?
NMD as well. Shout out to NMD. Great boards. Like, really loving their stuff. So good to see me and Jai both on that brand. So it's sick. And yeah, cheers to Inverted for sponsoring this comp as well. So it's really good having them supporting me and Jai.
There he is, Tully Roberts. Guys, check him out. Winner of the junior state titles and winner of the last round of the junior repechage round. Congratulations,
Thank
Tully.
you.
Well
Pleasure having you on board, and we'll hopefully see you in the tent through the day and tomorrow as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Tully. That's Tully Roberts coming down from the Sunshine Coast. It's good to see a bunch of bodyboarders coming down from there.
We were just talking about Tully then with Bullet, how his dad's from down Vico way, and it's good to have a little bit of insight of Tully's background. Oh, Lovers has got some slabs coming through at the northern end here. Here we go, Ryder and Blues picking off the end of that one off Lovers, running down the line, and a nice roll. Not a bad wave there for Tom, sitting out in front at the moment with a 7.83, and in second place is Cooper Chippendale with a 5.6. In third place is Aid Taylor with a 3.36. Only a couple of low-scoring waves. He only needs, here we go, live action.
White up and riding, probably the smaller of the three there, but still managing to get a nice little roll, and that was a good exchange. There's some dreamy green little barrels rolling through the edge of Lovers there, and it looks like the competitors have slowly been drifting down toward that bank, and no wonder why. Look at this thing just coming through there.
As that tide's pushing in, it's starting to work at the northern end, and we did see that at the state titles 4 weeks ago with Liam O'Toole dominating the open men's at this northern end of the beach, just pulling into some slabs. But Zaid Taylor is in third. He only needs he's going to need a 5.35 to better his Sunzapper replay for Zaid's last wave. We might wait for scores to drop.
Yeah, not managing to complete that one from Zaid. And his
Tom's
next replay of Tom Marshall coming up and getting a nice roll there, cleanly landing it.
And in fourth place, Brody Davey. He's currently in priority 1, and so he's waiting patiently for the next wave. He's having a look at this one. Now, yeah, these waves may start moving to the northern end of the beach as the day progresses and that tide starts coming in. We may see more riders coming off the headland here. So, you can see them starting to push north as well, trying to pick off these left-handers. We've got 3 of the competitors that I can see already drifting further north. Where is the 4th competitor? There he is. He's already up there. So, here we go. There's a little peak here. Ryder in yellow, Blues up, and Ryder in white as well with a nice roll, and Ryder in blue completing the roll.
All sorts of action going on here. We have Ryder in yellow, Zaid Taylor. Drawing a little high line here. Let's see if this section can provide him with anything. And a nice roll there. Cleanly lands that. We'll be getting rid of that 1.83. Trying to do another little floppo there in the whitewash. And that'll be good for Zaid's situation. But he's looking for a 341. Let's see if it's enough. Now we have a little free surfer pulling into a barrel there.
He did get one better wave. Here's the replay of both waves of Cooper's and Ryder.
Here's Zaid's one. You see him just kicking along there and finding a nice little bowl.
That might be enough if he had 2 low scores. I'm not sure if that was his second one. Here we go. Ryder in red up at the northern end of the beach, scooping in, not staying open, and then Ryder in white, Cooper picking off the end section with a nice roll off that one, strengthening. Not sure if it will be.
Yeah, here's a replay of that one from Brody Dave. He saw the potential in the wave, and it kind of just ran off on him, not allowing him to come through and find the section or a barrel. And some of these free surfers in the corner are starting to lock into some nice looking barrels as the rip kind of runs out, giving it a bit of shape.
Is it turned yet? Is it coming back in? Or?
The tide's on the way in now, yeah.
So
high should be around like 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon.
It should start pushing on that northern end. Now, did you remember your wetsuit this morning, Joe? Because I'm pretty pumped, and as Bullet was saying as well, after seeing that nugget come through there, I'm pretty keen to get out there. What about yourself?
Yeah. Wendy's in the car, ready to go.
Yep.
Here we have yellow up and riding. Let's look at this section. Really nice.
Oh, goes for the ARS. Can he pull it round?
Not quite. Kind of hitting that slightly early. Zaid really putting it on the line. His last score, only a 317, not enough to change his situation. And look, you can see here, good to see him trying something new and just, kind of not getting the projection he needed to land out in front of that whitewash.
Now, this is an I'm not even going to say that word, but the first two riders will go through. It's a knockout. That's right. It's a knockout. That's the name of the game. What has gotten into me today? I am just getting my words all messed up. There we go. We just had one up and riding then.
Was Cooper Chippendale landing a nice roll, sitting comfortably in second there with two mid-range scores. And I'll just run us through this replay. You see, gets to the lip there and lands that cleanly. Cooper Chippendale, also from Newcastle. We had his brother Nate Chippendale, who was in the tent earlier. So good to see a bunch of brothers out here competing today. A lot of bodyboard families going on.
Absolutely. It's so good. There's massive community, and with these older generations of bodyboarders raising their kids into bodyboarding and bringing them up on bodyboarding, Matt Taylor's and all of them, and the Williams and
the Taylors, the Williams, the Chippendales. I'm sure there's going to be more that we'll find out along
the Mackenzies.
Along this event. Yeah. The Mackenzies, That's it. Bodyboard families all over. We love to see it.
Now, my wife will tell you, she's probably sitting there watching it going, "What are you doing, David?" Because she knows my pronunciation is horrible. She's the English expert. I'm the math whiz.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently.
We've all got our strengths, don't we?
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own strength.
And English is not mine.
Zaid Taylor taking off on one of the rights, a bit further down in the competition zone and finding a nice section there.
Out the back, rider in red on a nice one. Can he scoop around this section? Forward spin, unlucky. It looked like a nice shape, that one. It's just maybe the wind's just fluffed it a little bit and didn't quite do what he wanted.
Yeah, a bit tricky there. You can see a little bit of texture. Gentle onshore breeze has probably just begun, but not affecting the waves too much yet, but you can start to see the texture. Here's his replay of Zaid Taylor, and nice completed roll here, but he's looking for a 5.41, and he's really going to have to hit a more critical section if he's going to want to get a score like that. Right behind him, Brody Davey, not really able to do much on that one either.
That was the Suns Upper replay. Now it is a knockout round. Cooper has jumped up into first position. Cooper Chippendale with a 10.3 total score. Not far behind is rider in blue, Tom Marshall, with a 9.17. And in third position, still Zaid Taylor with a 7.47. Needs a 5.41 to progress. And Brody Davey in fourth position needs a 7.58 to progress as well. It is a knockout round, so the first two competitors will go through to round 3 in this junior knockout round.
Yeah, that's it. They'll be joining those competitors that won the first round. They would skip straight to round 3, so anyone who comes first and second in this, they'll be joining them. And if you want to see those heats and how the heats are panning out, you can actually get onto the Stacked app and it's live updates. And it shows you in the further rounds ahead, it shows you like who's going to be competing against who when we do get to that round 3. And look at that rip just in the bottom of your screen. There's a nice channel that a lot of the riders use to get out the back. And it's just flowing through. A lot of water's actually starting to pump through that now. And kind of giving some shape to some of the waves up at Lovers in the north corner here at D-Bar.
When it gets a bit solid here, like for the state titles, I mean, it wasn't massive. It was, a good 4 foot, maybe a bit bigger on the sets. But because there's such a big sandbank through the middle of the beach there, it's quite hard to get out. A lot of the competitors will use this rip that runs along the edge of Lovers Headland at the northern end of the beach. Most of the time, people will go...
Yeah, a couple of little coughs going on there. The competitors.
Sorry.
You're right.
For food. Most of the competitors will go to the southern end of the beach and paddle out there, but because the comp is at this end, they were using the northern end.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm sure a few rock fishermen like to use that deeper channel as well. And there we have a bit of live action there. Getting to the lip a little bit late. That was Tommy Marshall having a go, but up and riding again. Zaid keeping really busy. One of the Taylor brothers not able to find a section there and still looking for that 5.41. You can see some of the boys out the back ready for the next heat as, this one is counting down just 20 seconds to go. Looking like Cooper Chippendale. That'll be the second Chippendale that's won a heat today. Commanding lead there, and Tom Marshall. I don't think Zaid nor Brody will be able to get the opportunity to advance through this heat. 5 seconds to go. A few athletes paddling. Let's see if they are able to get on the wave. We've got White using his priority. Not much on that. And then down the beach, Brody Davey trying to get a roll. Not able to do that either. Guys, we're going to have a quick commercial.